Okay. Hi, Miss Lee. I am going to be doing number 92. Investigate the function y equals x over x plus 2. And I'm going to start now. Dig in. Okay. So the function is x or y equals x over x plus 2. And we can see that that's from the parent graph 1 over x. Or like the parent graph would be y equals 1 over x. And so to get to this, it's going to be 2 to the right, the vertex point, and this x is, what does this x do? Hold on, can you delete? I'm done right there. Restart.
That x is an a. Keep going, Mickey.
The x is a what?
Is actually the scale, the dilation factor. It's a.
Oh,
Keep
right.
going. Keep going.
So x is the dilation factor. We know this because if it's
Switch
right
it to
here,
a. Switch it to a.
or we know that this is the dilation factor because if there's something here, like for example, if just as an example, if the dilation factor was like 2, then it would be multiplying x times, so then it would be x over x plus 2 multiplied.
The 2
by
goes
2 over
on
1,
the
which
the
would
2 is
then-
the numerator.
And then 2 would then be up front like this on top, and this would still stay x plus 2, so it would be like that. All right, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Sean.
No problem.
And so, yeah, so this equation is basically the same as saying y equals a over 1, or 1 over x plus 2. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick sketch right here. I'm going to do a quick sketch of the graph. All right, so it's about, it's going to be like here, and then it goes up, and it goes here, and then it goes like here, and then it goes. All right, and we can see that the asymptotes here, it'll be x equals 2, so like 1, 2, and we can see that this gets extremely close to 2, but it never quite touches 2. So if this would go all the way up and this would go all the way down, these two lines would never intercept, same as these two lines. They would never, they'd get extremely close to each other, but they'll never intercept. So these are our asymptotes right here. Asymptotes. Next, we're going to find the domain and range. So from our asymptotes, we can actually easily find our domain and range. Let's start with the domain. We're talking about x, so we're trying to list all the numbers that x can equal, all the outputs, all the possible outputs that have a corresponding input. And so yeah, so we know that x will never equal 2 because then these lines would be intersecting. We know that x has to equal anything less than 2 or anything greater than 2. Less than 2, greater than 2. And so it'll be x is less than 2, and x is greater than 2, and then x is less than 2. But it's never equal. So that's wrong. It'll never be equal. All right, what's next? Domain, range, intercepts. So intercepts and points.
I think for domain, I mean for domain, can you write it as all real numbers other than 2?
Oh yeah, and I have to do my range. I don't know, I'm just gonna keep it like this. And yeah, that's a good point. I forgot to do range. Here's gonna be range. And again, it's gonna be just like that. Now I'm doing this right now, so I'm going through my processes. I'm working things out in my head. This is going. It's going. I think it's important for me not to like write it down on a piece of paper and get like or like review that, because I think if I just start doing it, it'll better explain my
Thought process.
thought process and how I do the work. All right. So yeah. So now we're trying to find the intercepts. So for this one, it doesn't intercept. This line doesn't intercept with the y or the y-axis or the x-axis, because these are the asymptotes right here, or a little bit lower, but like these are the asymptotes. It'll never cross. So basically, when we're looking at the y and x intercepts, we're going to be looking at this graph, this line alone. So let's come up here. So we see that it comes around, and it's really gonna still intercept here. It's really gonna intercept at 0, 0. Yeah, so that means the y and the x intercepts are gonna both be 0, 0. Intercept equals 0, or like 0, 0, and then the x-intercept will equal 0, or 0, 0. And if we're like trying to plot this point on the graph. And yeah, let's go. We have domain, we have range, we have the intercepts, and then we have the asymptotes in the equation and the graphic. And I'm just going to graph the parent function. So this is the new function. Here, if we can get the camera over here. This would be the original function would be like this. Like this, I think, right? Okay, that's what it would be. And again, it's like, it'll never intercept with these lines. But since we've actually shifted this over to, thus the +2 right here, we're shifting this over to, that's why that's why this actually comes and is transformed this way.
Mm-hmm.
So then the new equation is like this. All right, and that's it.